What's up, guys? It is Will here, back again for another episode of Lights, Camera, Collect. We're actually having a little bit of a different show for a couple reasons tonight. One reason is we're actually streaming about, 4 hours sooner than we normally do. That's something pretty crazy. We're also going to have more panelists than we normally do. Normally, it's like one person, two people. It's usually Optical or Layout or somebody like that. This time, we have Mr. Ban from Facebook for 24 hours. And we also have the guy who gave No Way Home an 8.3 out of 10. And Layout will be here. Anthony should probably be here, Mr. Six Scale Mafia. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty fun show. We got a lot to talk about. The Droid, the K2SO semi-reissue. We'll talk about, of course, Loki, Carlos. Loki from Queen Studios. Because they did, John, you're looking out for me, bro. I feel it. John, respect across the camera. And, we'll have some other stuff too that we'll talk about. But Carlos, man, I think is this your first time on a real non-gaming stream?
No, I mean, I was on Opticals when we talked about No Way Home.
Oh, yeah. Opposite, everyone hated you.
Yeah. I mean, I gave it...
No, they did.
I gave it the only fair rating that it deserved, which was an 8.3, let's be honest. And then I was on Anthony's, but my camera wasn't on. But now it's on.
Okay. You didn't want to show your beautiful face. Was that it?
No, I was naked, so obviously I couldn't be on.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense, bro. Guys, before we jump into the first topic, like I said, Anthony and Carlos are coming, but we got to hit the chat. Optical said, Riley, stop being a bully. Riley is a bully, bro. Carlos is a sensitive guy. He is, bro. Dr. Mizzle said philosophy. We're talking philosophy. See you, cool cat, soon. Good to see you, Dr. Mizzle. Fig Fate. Want everyone to give me your lunch money. I'm the new bully on the playground. Hey, we're staying out of that today, man. Fig Fate. I haven't caught one of Will's streams in a while, so looking forward to this. Oh, well, thanks for joining, Fig Fate. Ant-Man. I was just about to take a nap. Bro, this is the nap. This is the dream right here, okay? Maniac UK. Dinesh in the house. Surfer Rosa. What's up, Surfer? Hold my balls. Bro, there were some crazy-ass usernames on the stream the other night. Take us to the gun show. No gun show today, surprisingly. Collector Joey in the house. Carlos, Bob Dylan said, bro, sell me something for a reasonable price.
Dude, Bob Dylan always wanted me to sell him everything, dude.
I know, bro. Anthony, bro.
Yo.
This guy.
Your head has never been shaved better than it has in this moment.
You like that? You
Yeah,
got me
dude.
right when I was like so fucked up, bro. I was like, yo, I just decided to shave my head. I got nothing going on. I might as well clean up a little bit.
It looks a little bruised, bro.
Well, I was quick.
He shaved too hard, bro.
Will's like, you got 5 minutes. I was just like,
Just all right, so Anthony, before we get to you, just in the chat, Danny Lee, Will, my sexy friend. Thanks so much, Danny Lee, man. You're the sweet angel here. AJ Agrusa. AJ said, hello, friends. Hope all is well. Ash Chase, UK Sith. I'm catching a live stream. Hi, agents. I'm all ears. Let's see. Day Zayal. Optical said, I like Carlos' collection in the background.
It's the kitchen, bro.
dope, man.
He's a kitchen collector.
It shows you that, just how many Hot Toys I have.
Bro, mine are all in the closet though, so it's fine. Kiko said I left work early for this. Kiko actually told me that he pulled a me. He looked straight into the camera at work today on a Zoom meeting, and he sent me a picture of it. I was like, bro, I'm flattered. Riley reviews, who's this nobody? Damn. Don't grow up to be like Carlos Riley. You're too savage already, bro. DT Artman, Mark P, Ryan Horizon. What's up, Will? Oh, dude, awesome. Love that avatar, by the way. Bob Dylan, we talked about 6 Padawan, and that's pretty much it. So Anthony, how you doing tonight, man? Thanks for joining.
I'm doing good. It's been a busy morning, but it's been good, man. It's been good. It's good to be here on your new show.
Yeah,
I've
man.
not been here.
Hey, there's a first time for everything, man. And, like I said, we're supposed to, usually it's a 2-person panel, but tonight it's 4. So,
Well, hey.
precisely double.
Precisely double. Indeed.
It is precisely double mathematically.
Right.
So, Leia will be here in, I think, maybe 10 minutes. So,
Nice.
But Anthony, I
Yes,
have
sir.
to start. I want to get your opinion, but I feel like I want to start with Carlos on this because he's such a wild card, bro. And I think he's going to make me look like a not a wild card at all in comparison. So, Carlos, this KX Enforcer droid, bro, give me your thoughts. I want to hear how. Try not to trash it too much, but I want to hear what you're going to say.
All right, so first of all, I think it's a joke to begin with. All right.
He comes in swinging, bro.
I think it's a disgrace. The fact that we even got this, honestly, not because I don't want collectors to get the K2SO, right? Because it's just the battle damage, but it's just more of like Queen Studios is gonna release the best Joker ever made, right? Like magnetic feet and magnetic joints. And what Hot Toys decides to do is just get a bunch of stuff together: the Iron Man base, the trooper guns, and all those different stuff, and one of the thousands of Mando helmets that it gets, and just decides to put it all together. You know what I mean? So from that perspective, I just not really looking forward to this one. Obviously, I'm not getting it. I'm not even really doing Hot Toys at this point. Really happy for collectors who picked up a K2SO. I feel really bad for the ones who just spent like $600-700 a few days ago, though. So, hey, I'm happy to the Mark 47. I sold the Mark 47 for over $1,000, and 2-3 months later, or something like that, it got reissued. So, hey, if you don't got a K2SO, I'm happy for you. If you just bought one and now you know what I mean, and this released, I feel sorry for you. I mean, I don't know what else to say at this point. You know what I mean? But that's all I have to say, man. It's just.
By the way, Kiko did kind of agree with you, Carlos. He said some of the worst blogger product photos I've seen. I thought they were fine. Kiko's just a harsh critic, bro. He's harsh.
Some of the worst.
I still love him though. Optical said Carlos collecting diecast pots and pans. Anthony,
he's got the exclusive versions.
They're expensive shit. All right, they're more than.
I'm sure they are, Carlos.
Oh yeah.
But Anthony, man, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about this KX droid?
I'm over the moon because I've changed. No, seriously, I've changed my way of thinking. See, I flipped a switch in the brain where I realized Hot Toys is not about value. Your collection is worthless. It's all about if you enjoy it. No, really, I have Carlos to thank for that one. No, because look, here's the thing. Because look, I mean, in fact, I have my K2SO right here.
Ooh,
is that worth like $100
hold on, I'll give you the
now?
solo. I got you with the solo.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's right here. He's right here with my Imperial Gin. I was just kind of messing with him earlier. Now listen, here's the thing. Like, I'm gonna get 2 of them. That's what's gonna happen. But the thing is like once you realize that like you're collecting because you love the collection, right? You love the property. In this case, it's Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I love my collection. No matter what, you'll be able to at least get your money back retail or something. You know what I'm saying? Natalie, I didn't know how many people caught that. So,
oh yeah,
because I knew this was anyway. So the thing is like, don't worry about it. Like, this is a great opportunity for people who missed out on a K2 droid. So I'm happy for them. I can't really complain, to be honest. Well, it's kind of lame. It's kind of lame though at the same time, because we know Hot Toys is backed up like 100 pre-orders. So using an Iron Man base, using a K2SO, everything's all reprints. Everything's here is reprint. Mando helmet, everything. So it's a no-brainer they were going to do it. A lot of people were like, oh, I thought it was going to be Cad Bane. Thought it was going to be Black Crescent. And, nah, man, they can't afford it right now. They're so backed up. So I still think it's great that people can get it. It's just always know that at any time, this is a perfect example where something that you like, something that you thought was very expensive, will invariably come out again in some form and devalue. So if you're in it for value, you might want to consider picking up statues.
Yeah.
No, for real. But I love it, and I think it's a great opportunity for people who didn't get them. So I'm all for it. Give me more Star Wars all day.
Yeah, I would agree. But a quick question: can I buy your K2SO for like $200?
No, you cannot.
It's worth like $150 now.
There's a line drawn somewhere, Carlos.
We'll sell it for fair market value.
$200.
But you're still going for like $5. So
and that's with the friendly boost of
what's the friend discount, Anthony? Friend discount.
What's the friend discount? I don't know. I'll give you a 1 month free to my OnlyFans.
Yeah, there you go.
All right,
I'll take
fair.
it.
I'll sweeten the pot. Right.
Carlos, buy it so I can get that.
The base is cool though, even though it's reused. It's still pretty neat.
Yeah, it's so cool. But I mean, I see both sides of this for sure. I mean, I'm fine with it because I think, I just have a different outlook on it than Carlos does. I mean, Carlos, like you said, you value like exclusivity and products that, retain their value or appreciate in value. So, I mean, that's important to a decent amount of collectors for sure. For me, yeah, it's important. Like, I don't want it to lose a ton of value, but even K2SO now, I don't think he's falling below what you paid for him. Like, like worst case, you're probably getting maybe a, 15% boost on what you paid for it on your return on investment, right? So that's not bad. So overall, I mean, with Hot Toys, we know what the game is at this point. If you have a figure that gets that crazy in price, in my opinion, you should sell it. Because they're going to reissue it probably, unless it's like a franchise like Terminator, which they're probably not going to tackle again. But again, like Carlos was saying, Queen could easily come out with Terminator figures. Then at that point, all the old Hot Toys Terminators that are crazy in value are going to go down. So
that's a different story, though.
Yeah, it is.
If I can just say that, because
no, go ahead.
With Queen, we don't know yet, right? And I've covered Queen to death. I got so many videos on Queen, but it's awesome, and I'm not criticizing them. In fact, I'm excited and encouraging, but I also want people to think, you know, and be a little as educated, as informed as possible before making a purchase decision. And even us, we're not. And we bought the Joker. We still don't know all the all the details on it.
Right.
But the thing is, if they come out like I predict they're going to come out and be amazing, then I totally understand where you're coming from, because I too would probably sell off, say, Terminators, because highly likely they're going to make those. That's the most popular demand, and they'll be real leather. That shit's going to be awesome.
Yeah, you guys saw those polls, right? The Terminator ones were exploding. Yeah,
it's insane. So if you look at it that way, it's different though, right? Because it's Hot Toys. So if you're staying in a Hot Toys within Hot Toys market, do you necessarily sell? Like, should I? Is this an opinion? Like, should I have sold this, knowing that this droid was coming out? Mind you, should I have sold it and capitalized? So that's an opinion, right? Like, but for me, I was like, nah, I like it. I don't want to go with the hassle.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I could see where that mindset comes from, right?
Yeah.
Right. Because I mean, Carlos, I mean, you know, you could do that, right? Sell it, wait for it to tank a little bit, pick it up cheaper, cash in a few bucks.
Yeah.
That's just a hassle for me, though.
It is, but I kind of look at it like, you sell high, you know, worst case scenario, you're buying high. So like, let's say, you know, the Anakin, the dark side that Will sold, you know, you sold it for quite a lot, right? And you capitalized on it. Now you can still get a really good Anakin. Let's say they never reissue it, right? You can literally get a really good Anakin for $500, $550. Right. You know what I mean? So you still made $200 on it. So the K2SO, it could have been like, well, let me sell it for like $700, $650. I guarantee you can find one for $400, because I bought one for $500 and I sold it for $550. So I know you can get one for $400. You could have capitalized on $200 and $250, rebought it and bought this one, and now technically this figure would have been, you know, free, I guess you can say. You know what I mean? But yeah, I could understand. I guess just for me, it's like, yeah, you're going through the hassle, but it's just such a big win if you get, you know, $200, $250 that you could potentially gain from it.
No, I kind of agree with that. I also feel, though, at the same time, like, the market for Hot Toys is oversaturated, like, to no end, because there's so many people, and this is just what I have, my observation. There was a lot of year one collectors that came in, whether that have been a bunch of stimulus money, unemployment bonuses, boredom, being locked in the house, you know, take all of that. And then people start watching videos. They're like, oh yeah, I need to get this. Oh yeah, that looks great. You know, they get influenced by it. They buy it, have it for a week or two. They're like, why the hell did I buy this? Yeah. And then things start to happen, right? They get in over their heads, and now they're selling it. And you can go on all the Facebook groups and eBay and Mercari. It's like, no matter what comes out that's new, next week or two, it's on sale. It's for sale. Someone's pitching it off. So it's like, it's just hard to even get in there, right? It's not a buyer's. Well, I guess it's a buyer's market now, right? It's definitely not
it's a buyer's market right now.
But even figures that are long sold out, like the and now obviously I know who he is, right? But Hawkeye and the Ronin Deluxe, dude, someone was selling it for $160 shipped. Like, what the fuck is this? Is this third party? You know what I mean?
Marvel is super low right now.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I would agree with that too. You know what I mean? But everything's super low. Like, you know, Captain America, you know, anything even that's sold out, you can get it out under retail. So it's like, why would I buy it 2 years from now, or when Hawkeye came out for $310, I can buy it for $160. And this same thing is going to happen with this, because whenever this is releasing, I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of other great things coming around. This one's going to sit, because if this comes out at the same time.
That's a problem, though.
Yeah, it is.
You know, and Fabio told me that on our Spotlight Hour, we were talking about that very thing. It's like, when people are demanding to pay below retail and selling below retail, you're devaluing all these figures. It's what Toys Wonderland did with the Joker. You know, selling it so low, you're devaluing it and pissing people off. Like, you can't that's bad for the community because then people are going to start to expect that. And then what's Hot Toys going to do? They're going to be like, oh, well, all these people are just going to buy it secondhand. And then they're not going to make as much. You know what I mean? It's so detrimental to the community to have a sustainable, fair market.
Is it though? Because I mean, at the same time,
I think so.
We look at it and say, well, hey, you're in Hot Toys. You're not in it for the value, right?
Sure.
You're not
I
in it
get
for
that.
The value.
But if they're putting it out at MSRP, right, and then people are expecting, someone's just going to sell it in a week and get it cheaper.
Yeah.
Then that affects purchase orders. That affects, manufacturing. Like there's a lot. It goes much, much, much deeper is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Hot Toys, it's more of, hey man, if you love it, that's great, but it's definitely not a high-end collectible, and not anymore at least. Because whatever price you see, $300, dude, you can get it. That Boba 2-pack, I guarantee you're going to be able to get one for, someone's going to buy it, it's going to be desperate, and they're going to sell it for like $350 shipped or something, or $375.
Yeah, some are going to buy into the hype and get it and be like, damn, I need some money. I forgot my rent's due, my car payment's due.
Yep. Right.
Fuck, I got to pay my insurance. Yeah, it's cool. I had it for a little. I got to take some pictures. I got to get rid of it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's an unfortunate, it's just unfortunate. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah. Well, guys, excellent thoughts. We have some super chats here real quick. Ant-Man in the house. And by the way, he said this was his first super chat. So Ant-Man, you get an applause. Thanks so much, bro. Appreciate it. He said, Hot Toys is dropping Officer Martinez from the Batman next. They probably will, dude. They probably will. At this point, they don't even care what Queen Studios puts out. They're like, we're just going to do our thing. We're not worried. And, they don't have a reason to be worried yet. It's only one figure. So, I don't think there's a reason to get worried yet. But thanks so much, Ant-Man. We got another one from Fig Fate. Queen is dropping fire. Meanwhile, Howie says, dust off that K2SO and throw some paint on it. Hey. I still think people are going to buy it, though. I think you're right, Carlos. It will sit, but I think it'll be one of those, middle ground figures that people do want. But then there's a lot of people who are just like, I'll just wait for it. I think you're right, though. I think you can, with any figure nowadays, yeah. With Hot Toys, you can get pretty much anything secondary market. It's pretty wild.
Well, they're
by the way,
at the end of the day, right? They're just nice. They're very nice.
Yeah.
Leo in the house, 1/6 scale man. He looks very serious.
Yo!
Right now. He's mad at Carlos for saying some shit about his figure, bro. Because Leo bought like 3 of these.
I guess so.
Gotta get at least
He's
2.
either frozen or he's intense right now.
He's not bleeding.
No, I'm here.
Leo, man, how you doing?
I'm fine. And you?
Good, man. I'm good. I'm looking at this KX Enforcer droid, and I feel like I need to know your opinion.
It's a
Considering
very nice droid.
and you got 3 of them. So what do you have to say to Carlos, Leo? Do you have anything to say to him?
I just love him.
I don't.
Jeez.
You don't like him?
Nah, he's all right sometimes, but I don't know, man. He's a pain in the ass.
Are we talking about me or the figure?
No, you, bro.
Oh.
No, I love Carlos.
Nah, man. Am I welcome to be here right now, bro? I'm just wanted to make sure. Am I
Dude.
welcome on your show? Because I hope you don't think I'm here because I'm just trying to take some of your subs.
Oh, dude, yeah, man. That was kind of
I'm
my
good?
primary concern. So maybe I'll just remove you. No, dude,
Yeah,
fuck that. Get out of here. With that.
Nah, man. I love this piece, bro. The thing is, you know what? Because like I said, R2, of course, R2 and 3PO will always hold a space in my heart. But K2, when it comes to droids, bro, like I was just so fascinated by the droid. And I love droids, bro. I just love them all. In this, that. That Night of 1,000 Tears reacted on, or that reenactment on, the Book of Boba. It was fantastic, bro, and I just kind of want to create that with a diorama myself. Yeah, man. Ant-Man, he said Leo isn't welcome unless he throws on some baby oil. That's funny, man. That's funny, man.
It's true, bro.
That's dope. That's dope, man. I wish I did. I'm not. You think I'm not brother cousins, but yeah. No, I like this piece, bro. I don't know. It's just something about it. I already have the K2 droid. I got to get them because, people like Carlos to get like 83 and start flexing on people. So,
and sell them all.
you know how that goes, bro. Like his flex is unbelievable, bro. But, I got to have it, bro. Like I can't, again, it's Star Wars, bro. So I get sucked in all the time. So like, it's crazy because it's like I'm biased with this shit because like literally like Hot Toys can drop some shit and I'll complain like, yo, why they dropping this? This is some fucked up shit. And then when they drop Star Wars, I'll be like, well, that's justified.
It's true. That's fire.
It is, bro, because it's Star Wars shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's just me. So
Is that wrong? Because that's what I said earlier too. I was like, well, it's Star Wars. I'm gonna get it.
Nah, we all have our
Star
IPs we're
Wars,
like
bro.
that
You
with.
can't just drop back from it, bro. It's just like, yo, it's some Star Wars shit. So yeah, no. The KX Enforcer droid, bro. I will have 3. I mean, look, bro, look at this. Like, look how that looks. You know what I mean? Like,
It looks like
that-
K2SO. That's what it looks like.
but it is. But it is. It is. It's a K2 droid. But I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like, again, I mean, I know what I'm getting because I already have K2SO and I love that droid. You know what I mean? I just love like just the aesthetics of it. So to have a couple more in my collection, you know what I mean? I'd rather have this and like 5 or 6 more Iron Man figures that I don't need.
Yeah.
I'd rather get another Iron Man, man.
Hey,
Carlos is the Iron Man lover, though.
That's only one. There's only one that I need, and that's the Mark V, and I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
Mark
good
V.
money. The Mark V and the classic suit, the classic comic concept suit, I'm in for that one.
You're not getting the Mark 1?
Huh?
You're not getting the Mark 1?
You know I'm getting the Mark 1. Why you gonna say that?
You said 2, bro.
Why you said that? Because I'm saying you ain't got to put me on blast like that. in
I
front of
know,
everybody,
bro.
Just like keep my personal business to myself, man. You could have asked me that off stream, bro.
I don't
You
know if
didn't
I'm
have to
getting the
ask me
Mark
that
1
on
now.
here, man.
I do got to
Yeah,
say.
I mean, he gonna be like, you gonna get the Mark 1? Tell everybody my business, bro. Come on, man. Stop running your mouth.
Hey, Leo, I don't know if I'm getting the Mark 1 though, bro. I don't know. I got to think about it.
You will, though.
You'll get it.
That's-
You'll get it.
You'll get it.
Maybe.
Anytime you say some shit like that, you didn't say a hard pass or nah, I think I'm gonna pass on this one. You know you're gonna get it.
Yeah. It does have
Because you already
USB light
talked
up.
about it. You
It does have
already talked
USB
about
light
it.
up, but
But
I kinda would rather get the-
So you
yeah.
talking shit because you said you was gonna get it, bro.
nah,
Mark
bro.
1?
No,
Yeah, you did. You said it on.
He's
Yes, you
gonna get
did.
it.
You
Mark
said-
5. Mark 5.
No, you said the Mark 1 too because you were like, "Yo, this is crazy," and it wasn't
It
just.
is really nice, but I never committed.
Don't blame optical, bro, because you.
It's
said
optical.
I remember that, bro.
Yeah.
I remember
Leo,
that, bro. Yo, what
Leo,
up?
how many times has Will messaged you whether he should get the bat pod or not?
No, I haven't asked.
You know what? Surprisingly
has it?
enough, he didn't. Also, you just squealed. Oh, he snitched to me.
I know, bro. Carlos is a fucking snitch. I'm exiting from the stream.
Dry snitching, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna remove you, Carlos.
Yo, he snitched on you. So you.
Now-
Oh, okay. But
See, because
wait a
Carlos
minute.
knows, Leo, about my love for the Bat Pod, but my back and forth waffling of should I get it.
Oh,
So, yeah.
he
Back and forth
snitched.
waffling.
Yeah.
I gave him a great deal too. I was like, "Hey, I'll send you the bat pod for 150." He's like, "Nah, man, I can't do it. I don't want it."
I told- well, because-
next day he's like, "Bro, let me get the bat pod." I was like, "Nah, 1 day deal, bitch. 1 day deal."
One day, dude.
Yo, that bad part because if you, bro, if you're and you're getting the Joker, right?
Yeah. And I'm
So
getting
why
the
would you
tumbler.
not getting that? You got to get the bad part, bro, because it just makes so
What I
much
said.
sense, bro. That's
And I have Two-Face. I have Two-Face. I'm getting the Joker. I'll get the Bane when Queen Studios does that. So, you
I would
know.
throw away the Two-Face though. I mean, you don't need that.
Get that out of here, bro.
Yo, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah,
man. Get that.
I have
you
to-
got to get that.
I know. Carlos
You
is going to
gotta
make me
get
do
that.
it. Guys, I have to hit some super chats real quick.
What?
Figure Posing Channel said, where is the evening? Oh, sorry. There we go. Where is the evening's partial gun show? I don't know. I could share some guns, I guess. I mean, if you want to see
please
the
don't
guns,
do
I mean,
it.
I can
Don't do
share
it.
the guns. So,
Don't
you
do
know.
it.
Thanks, Figure Posing Channel. That was for you, buddy.
Don't do
6 scale Padawan. Let's see. Making up for the shortfall with Carlos being on the panel. Damn. Love the content, guys. All the best minds. Thanks so much, 6 scale Padawan. Natalie G. Wow. Nice compliment here. Since you're giving out applause for super chats, and I'll give you one. You other two got one too. Sorry, I forgot to do it. But seriously, Will, I adore you in the show. Wow. Thanks so much, Natalie. Appreciate it. Thank you for the endless hours of entertainment. You fellas are the best part of my daily commute. That's the kind of stuff that keeps us going.
That's
right
what's
there.
up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah. That's nice right there.
Good,
Guys,
positive, wholesome stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. And we still have Carlos here. So.
Always nookie, bro.
Yeah, I know.
You just keep rolling, bro. Just
You
roll.
keep rolling, bro.
I mean,
You do
isn't
keep
that
That's how
why
it
rolling.
we
goes.
do the things that we do in life?
You do keep
Guys,
rolling, though.
Leo.
You do keep rolling. What's up?
I know you saw
right.
this.
What I say?
I know you saw this.
Queen
This
Studio.
tease.
Because
This is what Queen Studios put out today. And we need to discuss it.
yeah. What's up?
Bro, a quarter scale Loki statue, and I think John's fine. Hold on, let me remove this. Like, I think John's fine with me saying this because he told me the Loki supposedly, he said from his recollection, this Loki would be quarter scale. It is from Avengers, obviously, and he said that it is going to have rooted hair, and it'll be fabric and such. So I'm excited to see this, but the reason I'm bringing this up is because there's also something else I want to show you guys, because I know just Loki's my guy, but there are a lot of things, Lael, on this one that we still really haven't yet talked about. Queen Xenos just dropped this like what, on March 2nd? That's like what, 3 weeks ago? And I don't think really that many people talked about it. There are a lot of cool things on this list.
Hey, Will, it sure is. If I can see this son bitch, I can't see nothing on this screen,
You can't see
bro.
shit?
No,
Can you
it's
see it
too
now?
small.
Zoom
There,
in, bro.
there you go. Bring it in, bro. I'm an old motherfucker.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Like right
We
there?
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the bottom stuff, no one's going to know what it is anyway, to be honest, because it's like, I don't even know what it is.
It's all about Iron Man. It's all about the first one anyway. So.
Yeah.
No, man. Nah.
But, dude, it's funny because the Loki is like right here, and he was the first one announced, bro. I think John's throwing me a bone here. He's like, Will, I got you.
He's throwing you a lot of shit.
Bro, look at this layout, man. I know the Scarlet Witch, bro. Look at this list here. Are you in on the
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch?
I might be.
He can't. Bro, I'll zoom in even further for you.
Oh man.
All right, that's better. That's better because I couldn't see that shit. You know, that was just too far away.
Leo,
yeah.
what's on this list that interests you, man?
Let's see.
They got Batman, Black Adam.
No, I mean, I'd have to basically see. I think that so far, the Scarlet Witch. I already got Wonder Woman coming, so I'm good with that. Let me see here. What else? That Alita, bro. But that's the one and one.
Yeah, that's
but
the
I'm
1-to-1,
not doing that.
It's like 8K.
Oh.
It'll be probably like 10K, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Because the Joker was 11, I think, or 12.
10, I thought it was 10 or 11.
It,
Yeah.
You know, so far it'd probably just be that Scarlet, bro. That Scarlet Witch is probably the only interest because I know they're gonna kill that. So yeah, that's the only thing that I'm probably paying attention to. Everything else, 1-to-1. No, I'm not doing that, bro. They got to be out they damn mind.
They're
I
making
leave.
the third one.
I leave. You know, I leave the 1-to-1 to Carlos.
Yeah, that's Carlos.
He got the bread, so let him flex, bro.
Yeah,
he
bro.
got it.
Which Scarlet suit though?
Someone was
Here's-
saying Endgame, but
That's the interesting part because why would they do Endgame though?
I don't know. Maybe they'll put her like with the rocks around her and stuff, fighting Thanos, or I don't
Or
know.
is it confirmed that it's that one, or is it
No,
is it
not
the,
yet. Someone was just saying in the
WandaVision?
chat.
If it's the WandaVision version, or if it's the Multiverse of Madness, because remember the multiverse is a totally different suit from even WandaVision.
It's probably Endgame though, because I mean it's the
You think
best.
so?
I think it's because it's the best movie even out of Star Wars, right? So it's probably Endgame.
Get that out of here, Carlos.
What? Dude, that movie was dookie. No, come on.
No, it's probably gonna be.
See, Leo's already like, why did I join this panel with Carlos?
Bro, I'm just spitting facts. We all know it.
Yeah.
Eventually we'll
Infinity War
agree.
was better.
Yeah,
Infinity War was better, I
Infinity
think.
was better. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would agree.
Star Wars is better than that. So, you know.
Star Wars is better than Endgame, like one movie for like 10 minutes.
This guy.
Leo, so you're set on the Scarlet Witch, I think. So, you know, that'll be good. What about you, Anthony? Is there anything Leo's gone. Anthony, is there anything that's gonna make you jump into the statue game here?
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm looking at one thing right there. That's the only name I'm seeing.
What?
Alien
Ooh.
1/1 scale bust.
Ooh,
gonna
you
get
would
it?
get that?
I have to see it
Okay.
It will
and
be
see what the
like,
price is.
like
Yo,
2K, 2 to 3K maybe.
if I can get like a life-size xenomorph like bust and it's like shiny and all fucking
It will
like
be.
bad, bro. That's going out in the living room next to the TV.
Next to your
Like
bed.
for sure. If it's, you know what I mean? Yo, come on now. I mean, the other stuff sounds interesting. The Nightmare Batman kind of piques my interest a bit.
Yeah.
That Monkey King even might be really cool. Quarter scale statue. So, but Alien, bro, That would be really,
Yeah, we
really
need to
freaking
kick
cool, dude. If
Carlos
it's
off
a
this stream.
life size.
I'll remove him, Leo.
Yo, kick Carlos.
If I remove
off
him, can I bring him back in? Do you guys know?
motherfucking stream.
Of course you can.
Okay, let me remove him. Hold on.
Oh,
I didn't know if it would kick him out entirely. Carlos, you drop to the bottom, bro.
Right where Star Wars is.
See,
I mean,
Leo knows what he's dealing with now.
I'm just saying, think about it, man.
It's okay.
Like, for me, that's
Dude, I'm just gonna say that if Queen Studios ever did Star Wars, dude, I would be in for like at least like 7 to like 10 statues. So I don't hate Star Wars, but I know that everyone thinks I do, so I just gotta play the part, bro.
Hey,
you got to keep up appearances.
I dismiss the sequels, except for Force Awakens. I dismiss the sequels, but yeah, you know, people know I sit there, so we're not gonna have a discussion. Anyway, yeah, that I mean, that's the thing, bro. Like, I mean, it's again, it's what we have to see. Like, because even to be
Right.
quite honest, I know people might resent it, but I'll be even at 1/3 Harley Quinn. I'd want to see and look at because I would want to
wonder
see
what
which
that's
one.
from.
Yeah, like which one it's from. Like if it's one with the red dress, which I'm hoping they kind of dip in that when it comes to 1/6, that'd be crazy. But other than that, I mean, the only thing that interests me on this list right now is Scarlet. You know what I mean? Because you know I wanted one, so I mean, why not? But yeah, well, why?
I'm pretty-
Why?
What, Carlos?
Well,
Go ahead.
Yeah. I don't know, but Anthony, what were you going to say that you wanted? Is there anything?
Oh well, obviously the alien one.
The
But
alien,
when Leo's talking about Harley, I was even considering that Arkham City Prime 1 Harley. After I saw that on the chair, I was like, oh man.
Brett, the movie guy, said Carlos has Star Wars bed sheets.
He does, bro.
no, they're in the trash. Exactly where they belong.
Never, bro. They're on your bed, dude. Don't even lie. Yeah, so but there's some cool stuff on here. Like I said, the Black Adam, but you guys know the Loki for me. That's what I care about. So you know, can't wait. So hopefully it'll be announced over the next couple weeks and shown for real. But guys, there's one more super chat we have to hit real quick before we jump to the next topic. Collector Joey said, "Use this for another banana on your OnlyFans, bro." I get a whole thing of bananas for that price.
So how many people did you show that video to then?
It was on Instagram. So.
I don't know, but you sent it to me
Oh, the
personally
world, huh?
first, bro, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
yeah,
You did that
bro.
to me, and it was on my computer. And
Yeah,
I
I
came
was
back
like,
to
yo,
Anthony
say,
had it on a
Yo,
loop, bro.
man.
We were playing on a
Bro.
loop.
Like I was like,
I was
"What
like,
you trying
what's
to tell
going on
me,
over
bro?
there?
Like, what's up?"
Yeah, bro. You knew.
No, I
You know.
didn't. I didn't know shit. I was like, "Yo, Will, you about to get blocked?
I was working on my sex appeal, bro. I had to test you out.
Don't test me."
Yeah, bro. You had to see you're my bro.
Somebody else. No.
So
Didn't
we
see
were
that
your
shit.
focus group or what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. No.
Sent it to all of us.
Hell no. Well, focus, damn group.
You guys got the X-rated
Right?
version too?
Yeah, I sent the
Oh,
extra
that's the
version.
one he
nice.
sent you too.
Yeah, I did like I was upside down, and you know.
That's
the
all
X-rated
2
version.
inches.
Josh McCoy said, "Thanks so much, Josh. That one half Spider-Man has my name on it. Yeah, man. That one half Spider-Man looks incredible. It really does. And I'm excited for you, man. Guys, here's something I want to ask you because we've kind of moved past Queen Studios a little bit, and I want to kind of jump back to Queen Studios. We got a 2-pack release for this Joker, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to see more 2-packs from Queen Studios? Because obviously, if we do, the price is going to be higher. So I'm wondering, say we get a Gandalf Leo, and it's $1,000 again. Is that something you want to see, or do you want to see more 1-packs from them?
I wouldn't care because I wouldn't get it. Because it's not. I mean, again, I mean, not really. To be quite honest, if it's a 2-pack, it has to draw some interest. I mean, of course, 2 for the price of 1 and at a decent price. Why not? But again, I mean, if it depends on how innovative the piece is, if it's interesting, if it makes sense for them to actually do a 2-pack, then I'd probably be interested or be like, okay, cool. But again, I don't think that they should keep on exploring that because if anything, bro, the one thing I didn't agree with is to put out a 2-pack and not give anybody a chance to get the rooted hair as a single version. Like that's what I didn't agree with because I'm like, you're forcing people in a sense to get a 2-pack, rooted. You know what I mean? What if they can't? I mean, if they really wanted it but can't afford it, you know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing that I'm looking at. But other than that, I mean, I guess it just mainly depends on the piece. You know what I mean? Like, and if it makes sense to do it that way, but it has to make absolutely perfectly good sense. You know what I mean? But again, I do commend them on their transparency, and we would know if it was, anything else other than that. So we'll see.
So say, Leo, they got Star Wars and they did like a Darth Vader and Anakin 2-pack.
That makes sense because you have
Yeah.
Anakin and Darth Vader. See, I'm impartial to Star Wars. You do that shit at me real quick. You knew I was going to say
Yeah,
something
bro,
like
I
that.
know.
That's fucked
I
up.
know what the line
But
is.
no, that makes sense though because it's
Yeah.
Anakin and it's Vader. You know what I mean? It makes what if it was Anakin and Padme? That would still make sense. What if
That's true.
okay,
Tony
let's
Stark and Iron Man.
yeah, like Tony Stark and Iron Man. That would make sense, bro. It would.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you have, or even if it was Iron Man and Pepper Potts, it would make sense if they did something like that. You know what I mean? If it was, say for instance, if they actually decided to do Hawkeye and Black Widow, it makes sense. You know what I mean? It's something like that. So that's if it was within that, and as long as it made sense, all right, I'm good with that. But say for instance, if you release a 2-pack just because, without it really serving a purpose or narrative, then I don't see it. But if they continue to do it that way, they're going to have to probably like take those prices down slightly, man, for real. Like literally. Yeah. That's the one thing, and I would say that they would have to do. But I mean, again, this Joker, and I mean, I can't say not everybody got the money to get too rooted like Carlos, but it is what it is.
He did buy
bro.
2, bro. What the hell?
Yeah, he bought 2.
I did buy
2
2.
rooted.
I did. Paid off too. So
Wow. But Leo, yeah, you raise a really good point, man. It has to make
What
sense.
did I raise
but
a good point that Carlos is a selfish motherfucker?
yeah, he is,
yeah,
bro.
you raise a really good point, motherfucker. I'm just playing.
No, but for Leo, like, what if, for example, like with Lord of the Rings, they're going to do that, right? So say they
Yeah.
did put out Legolas and Aragorn together,
Yeah.
and they said 2-pack. Like, does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like, or is it?
I
would you
mean,
rather
it-
individuals
it-
for that
well,
kind of thing?
I mean, the thing is, bro, like, I mean, I don't think that they should continue to do it, to be quite honest. I mean, just give it to us separately. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And on top of that, it helps to kind of expand your own market in a sense. If you keep doing that, bro, you're going to cash yourself out. Like, literally, motherfuckers ain't going to, like, jump to that, just because it's there. Like, I mean, you'll have your loyalists, don't get me wrong, but then it's like you're alienating everybody else. So that's the point that I don't think would be fair. And I hope they don't continue to do that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. What do you think, Anthony? Would you be open to more 2-packs?
It depends. I don't necessarily think I agree with like a Legolas and Gandalf or whatever. Like I wouldn't want to see 2 separate characters bundled in a 2-pack.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't even really like seeing the Nightmare Batman and the Black Suit Superman together. Only I know why they did it, because the exclusive, and they wanted to make money off because Nightmare Batman was selling crazy high. But it just feels like you're locking people in. Like even with this, I felt like you're locked, with the rooted, but it's still the Joker though, right? It's still the same figure as a 2-pack. So if they did a Batman and Bruce Wayne or something, right? That works for me. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But if you feel, and they could go crazy with it too, right? They could have a Gandalf the White in a 2-pack with, I don't know, Legolas. Let's just go with that, right? And then they sell Gandalf the Gray as a solo. So then you're like, damn, I want that Gandalf the White, but I got to get this Legolas too and drop like $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like they could. So I don't know. I mean, I could see them doing that, but I kind of agree with Leo. I think just doing singles, and it has to be something special to offer a 2-pack. And I guess this is something special. This is their first figure.
Maybe they can actually just drop a single version and then drop a 2-pack, and at the label, like the bottom label, to say the 2-pack Carlos edition. Like that would be
Carlos
dope.
edition.
At least they know that that's for Carlos. You know what I mean? He would do some shit like
Yeah,
that.
Leo,
that's a
Optical
word.
does say I'd buy a KG and Riley 2-pack.
The Wonder Twins. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Anthony. Go ahead.
Why not?
No, I mean, that's just kind of where I was looking. This is special. This is their first figure. So it's nice to come out,
Yeah.
this big bombastic release, as they did. Whether we agree with it or not, I mean,
Man,
I
I
didn't
bought
either. I
it,
was
so
like,
I,
Right,
I
everyone
know
here
I
bought
it
it,
too,
so.
I'm
I
like,
bought it,
well,
so it don't really matter. Like, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna. I wasn't having like an over the top discussion. I was just happy they released it because I've been talking about the DX for the longest time.
Mhm.
Carlos wouldn't sell me his, so I was like, you know what, I might as well just get this one.
Well, the thing is too is this thing blows away the DX Jokers.
Oh yeah, it was
So
10
far.
years
Hell
ago, but yeah,
hell yeah, so far.
Well, it doesn't matter. Even if a DX was released today, this still would blow it away.
right.
I mean, you've got real metal here, real wood, die-cast weapons, real wool, fabric, materials.
Yeah.
I mean, and let's face it, Hot Toys has never done a rooted figure. They've had like Barbie wigs on a few females, but it's not rooted. Like, you know how they really. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now, Hot
The
Toys is great
rooted,
for what
rooted.
rooted, bro.
Rooted,
Like, for
rooted.
real. All right, not
rooted,
like the
rooted,
fake
rooted.
stuff. So it's just, and what is that, like sheep hair or something? Or they use some kind of hair. I don't remember what you.
It's like a new. I mean, it's not like the same material that Hot Toys uses. It's something totally different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and these things aren't going to degrade. That's my hope, right? Because it's real materials. Like if we get Bane or Terminator, like they'll use real leather material.
Yeah.
They won't use
Yeah.
the flaky. You know what I'm saying? So the maintenance is gone. It's high quality stuff, but it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
So
most people
I
don't want
agree.
the high quality stuff, right?
Well, the
cheaper
thing
it
is,
the
yeah,
better.
but what Lael's saying though is like if they keep dropping these $1,000 dimes on everybody, that's not going to work. So
Yeah,
they have,
I hope they increase the price, if anything. You know what I mean?
Well, for you, yeah, because that's the Carlos edition, right? $1,500.
Yeah, it's the Carlos
You'll be like,
edition,
shit,
bro.
I'll buy 2 of them.
It's a Carlos edition, bro.
Yeah, it's like, first of all, I thought it should have been like 1,500 minimum. All right, like I don't understand why it was 1,000. I think that's too low. Second of all, no, I don't. No, obviously not. I mean,
Did they give you those figures for free or what?
Yeah.
yeah, they do. No, I mean, I think they're only going to do a 2-pack when it makes business sense. I mean, because if you think about it, they're mass producing the bodies, right? Everything's the same. I mean, even on the purple suit, all the way to the cheapest one, it's the same thing. You're even getting the same hands and everything. So they're just mass producing it. The only real thing they're doing is a head sculpt. So I'm pretty sure their profit margins on that is pretty big. So I think it would have to be something very similar. Like a 2-pack, I could see, and I talked to Riley about this. It's going to be the maybe a black suit Superman and the Batman versus Superman, the blue and red suit. I could potentially see that because it's the same body, maybe sculpt and everything. It's just going to be a different suit. But I don't think they do a lot of 2-packs unless it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I would like to see 2-packs that are like suited up and then a civilian outfit, if applicable to that franchise.
Because
But then that
Kiko
would
had
be more
mentioned a
expensive,
Joker,
though.
like an Arthur Fleck and a Joker. That'd be pretty cool.
But that would be expensive. That would be well over 1,000 at that point.
Well,
Because
depending on what they do, is what I mean, or like I said, the perfect thing is like a Batman and a Bruce Wayne 2-pack.
But still, like, okay, look at this Joker, right? The only difference between both of them, obviously the head sculpt, I get that, but I mean, even the second body, it just doesn't have a purple coat. So they're just mass producing it. But if it's like a Bruce Wayne and a Batman, they would have to mass produce an entirely new suit. It's not like you can just remove the suit and technically he's already, ready to go.
That is true. I mean, I guess these
It's
are
the same
essentially
outfit,
the
Yeah,
same
it's
outfit.
the same thing.
You know what I was thinking about though? Like literally, what if we get this right, and they gave us like a fake out, whereas the one that you see sitting down, it's a version where it's only articulated from the waist up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you have to sit him down.
I know you have to, right.
And everything else is you know what I mean? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, no, I asked them and they said that wasn't the case.
No, and I wouldn't imagine because that just corroborates your point there that they're the same. They're the same bodies, the same outfits, because that
2-pack.
saves on production. So they would have.
Oh,
to
so
ha-
you
they
really
would have
did
to
ask
make
him?
a- Oh, I was just saying they'd have to make
Carlos.
a sitting down body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
No, I did.
different art. So
you did?
no, it's all mass produced. So yeah, I agree with what you're
Yeah,
saying.
I asked Queen and they said both figures will have 43 points of articulation. Both the sitting one can stand and the standing one can sit, so people
Okay.
can stop.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I mean, even with the one in the prison cell, like you might want to put him in a different pose, like holding the card or something, or something like.
Yeah.
Most people are gonna have him sitting, but you could like the fact that you have the flexibility to do whatever you want. I know Lael, you might create different scenes, and I know you're gonna use the one with the coat to create the scene in the street, right, with the bat
Oh
pod. and all
hell
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
So that might give me a reason to get the bad pod. Maybe you inspired me, bro.
You're already getting it.
Carlos
Carlos
gonna sell me
already-
his. Dude, it's funny. I told Carlos, Leo, I had a Sideshow gift card and like some rewards, so it ended up being like $80. And I was like, Carlos, will you match Sideshow's price? I was like,
Did you-
$80.
You said that
bro.
for real?
Yeah, yeah. I was like, match Sideshow's price, and then we got a deal.
Wow.
But so Carlos, do you have anything else to add, or do you want to move on to the next topic? Because I know you jumped in
We
a
can-
little bit.
We can move on. It's cool.
Okay. Because, like, I have another topic here. So, this is something I think is really interesting. Maybe it's been talked about a little bit here and there, but not a ton from what I've seen. So, Queen Studios is entering the market. Say we get J&D entering the market soon. We got a lot more good licensed options, right? There's always going to be third party to a degree because they're going to make characters that these other companies are just not going to make, right? Characters that we want that just aren't being made by licensed companies. But in my opinion, I feel like maybe the market will start to shrink for third party a little bit, which is kind of sad because that's where a lot of these companies come up. They come up through the third party game and they get licensed, right? But the market's starting to shrink because now you got really good licensed companies making really good things. People only have so much in their budget. They can't buy everything. And what are they going to have to cut out? I think it might be third party sometimes, unfortunately, because you're going to go for the quality over anything. And third party, you never know what you're going to get sometimes. You
Not
might get a
always
great
the case.
Yeah, you might get a So-So figure that's great or a Game Toys figure that's great, but then you might get Toys Era and then it might be great or it might be terrible. So, you know, with Queen Studios, at least hopefully you'll know what you're getting. With Hot Toys, you know what you're getting usually. But I'll start with you, Carlos, on this one. How do you think third parties are going to be affected by all this?
Well, you know, when looking at third party, right? Obviously, they don't have to pay for licensing fees. So I think there will be a market because I mean, even if you look at people who are, you know, who this 2-pack Joker when it was released, to some, you know, paying that $365, even then, that's going to be too much, right? Some are always going to, you know, stick to the lower ones. So I think there will always be a market for a third-party figure as long as their prices don't start, you know, creeping up too high in the 200. So if they can stay under 200, that's ideal, right? If they can stay right on that, I think there's always going to be a market for them. Because if they start getting too close, like let's say they start releasing a figure and it's like 230 or 240, right? But you can get this new Battle Damage K2SO for $45 more, $60 more. That's when it starts becoming a problem. So I think if they can stay really low, and I know things are getting more expensive, so that's probably going to be difficult. I think there will still be a market because some people, let's be honest, they just don't care about real leather or using the best materials. They just want the fucking figure. You know what I mean? So there's always going to be a market, I think, for those people.
Gotcha. What do you think, Lael? I mean, do you think you'll still be buying third party like when you have
Oh,
Queen?
yeah,
and other things you're paying for?
I'm never not going to buy a third party figure, bro.
Yeah.
You know, that's it's, you know what I mean, a mute point. Like I'm going to always continue to buy them because, I mean, again, I'm like with some people, I don't really have loyalty to any type of, you know, figure creator. As long as it's a piece that I like, any company that delivers it, and if it's unique and if it's interesting and something that I want in my collection, I'm going to do it. But yeah, I mean, I hope third party figures, I mean, companies, you know, continue to innovate and continue to give us pieces, bro. I just think now it's forcing the entire market, you know, to kind of like just innovate and explore different options now. At the end of the day, bro, it's good for us as collectors. I mean, for them, you know, as far as business is concerned, it might be a bit more difficult, you know what I mean, because you have, you know, companies out there that, you know, probably releasing, you know, pieces that you might have been interested in or might have already had prototypes ready for it. So then you're forced to go back to the drawing board. I mean, that shit like that does happen, but I mean, I don't think, you know, just because, you know, we have these licensed companies, but here's the thing is like, we're discovering that more companies now are getting licenses. So that's, you know, it might be a big thing, but I think it's a show and prove aspect of it right now. Like, just show what you can do. If the piece is decent, people will buy it. I mean, me right now, you know, I'm a so advocate all day, every day, because I just love what they bring. You know, are they perfect? Hell no, but I like what they give me. So, you know what I mean? Why not?
Is there a certain price though that you won't pay X amount for like a so-so toy or a figure? Like
A certain price I won't pay?
Yeah, like let's say I won't pay more than like $230 before shipping, right? For a third party. See what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. No, that's a good question, bro, because again, I mean, we are, you know, and my view, you can attest to this, we are starting to see so slightly creep up a bit in their prices, but
Oh yeah.
it depends on the figure, because like every time I want to say that they increase, then they go back down. You know what I mean? So I guess it just depends on, I guess, you know, the production of it, if it costs more to make, if there's a lot
Any
more that they
little
put
thing
back
you
in.
put in,
Yeah.
is going to increase. Like this little accessory here, there goes the MSRP. It goes up a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Oh, we're going to add this. It's going to go up, and you know, so
That's the
That's
thing.
why
Any
some of
little
them are.
piece that's actually added, you know, but at the same time, we do see that they're flexible, they're reasonable. So not everything goes up. Now, when you talk about a company like Toys R Us, yo, they've been effing up for like the last year. Like literally.
That Proxima
they've been-
Midnight, bro.
Bro,
Come
it
on.
wasn't
That was
even
horrible,
Proxima Midnight, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking about Proxima Midnight. We're talking that big ass quarter scale kingpin. Like literally, bro. Like, come
Yeah,
on,
Corvus
man.
Glaive.
Yeah, like
Corvus Glaive was horrible.
y'all gotta get that shit together. Like literally, I wasn't going to cancel it, but I canceled that Proxima on the fly, like real quick, and got my money back because I was just like, it just didn't make sense. I'm not going to actually get something that I have to mod later, bro. Like
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah, because
So-
if you do, then you're paying even more than Hot Toy money at that point.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, bro. I'm not
We're-
doing that.
Weren't the legs
and sometimes you do that with Hot Toys itself.
yeah,
Bro,
but
that's-
then-
No bueno.
The legs were long as shit, bro. Like
Yeah.
literally, like little ass arms and long legs, bro. Like it just made no sense.
And Corvus had a big ass head and big feet. Like
hey, those feet were beautiful though.
of course, man.
Well, you always going to feet, bro. What's wrong?
No,
with
it's
you,
not me, bro. It's Carlos. Carlos
Nah,
said the feet were beautiful.
you went.
I
first,
set
though.
him up for it. I gave him the alley oop, but that was it, bro.
True. Hey,
But so Anthony, what about you, man? How do you feel about this? Like, are you still going to buy third party? You think?
Yeah, I mean, are you asking me personally?
Yeah. Like, do you think you would still buy third party, and really both? Do you think you're going to still buy third party, or do you think people are going to buy less third party because of Queen and other companies that come in?
For me, well, okay, I'll do that as a two-part question. For me, yeah, I'll buy anything I have interest in, you know, regardless. But I feel like it's not going to affect the vast majority of collectors because we're all broken down into tiers, right? Because everybody has specific budgets. I mean, yes, Queen is doing amazing stuff. The majority of people in the community did not buy this 2-pack. I would say about maybe 15 or 20% of the whole community that we know of bought it. You know what I mean? Because it's pricey. It's
I would say
out.
less.
It's out a lot of people's range. It's out of my range, but I'm working with it. I'll figure it out when I get there. But you know
Sell
what
a
I'm
kidney.
saying? Like, so people have their ranges and what they're comfortable with. It's like kind of like what Carlos was saying. How much is too much for a third party? Well, in that case, how much is too much just for a collectible? Okay, well, this Joker, that's a threshold that a lot of people are not willing to cross. So I don't think they're in any danger, personally. I think people love what they love, and they try to fit in what fits into their budget, essentially, you know? And again, no matter what Queen does, no matter what J&D starts to do, because let's not forget about them, and obviously the what we're used to, the status quo with Hot Toys, third party will do things that these companies will not do. That is an ever evolving, you know, smorgasbord of things, because Queen's not going to do, you know, X figure. So then Soso's going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's never going to end for them.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Is it? You know.
Yeah,
Just
that
food
makes
for
sense
thought.
though. And like for me, you know, you guys know with my stance on third party, like I'm not anti third party, but there's some that I truly love, like the game toys. Like Leo always says, if you make a line that I'm excited about, then I'm gonna get excited. Like, you know, if you make Final Fantasy or Last of Us or Ghost of Tsushima or something, or Red Dead Redemption, I'm gonna be interested. It just depends on what it is. But for me,
I just don't like straight rip-offs.
like a
What do you mean?
recast of another figure, you mean?
Yeah, because then I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, you just like rip them off, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like,
Companies will do that. They'll take a Hot Toys head sculpt and just recast
oh yeah,
it.
they do it all the time. That's the
Yeah.
Chosen one, right? That Anakin.
Yeah,
And
that's
they just
exactly
put some
what they
rooted
do,
hair
yeah.
on it. It's like that's stealing in that respect. But and
I mean,
I only because I
any
understand.
figure they make is stealing, right? Because they're not licensed.
Well, they're not licensed, but that's
It's
okay.
like double stealing, yeah.
You know, I mean,
Extra stealing.
we can debate the efficacies
Super
about it.
stealing.
It's just, but they're super stealing at that point, right? That's the no.
Yeah.
Like some stuff, like So Toys Gambit, right? Cajun card dealer,
Amazing, yeah.
That's
right?
That, yeah.
Now that right there is not a rip of Sideshow's Gambit.
No.
It's its own Gambit. You know what I'm saying? They're two
And better.
very
Yeah,
different
much
figures. Right, in my opinion, would be better. Now, if they were to take the Sideshow version and like just clone it and sell it for cheaper.
Yeah.
That's where I'm kind of like, that's kind of shitty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's just
So-
like I was looking on they just released a on Comic Santorum. I actually saw that somebody's actually released a new rooted hair Hella.
I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that for
yeah.
$40, but it don't look as good as my sculpt.
But I'm just saying,
Just
like
saying.
somebody released it, and I'm like, it looks like an exact, almost replica of the Hot Toys version, just with rooted hair. You know what I mean?
Right.
Almost. But yeah, I mean, yeah, when you do stuff like that, then it's like, oh yeah, obviously you know. But if it's something that's completely different, innovative, then I'm like, all right, I'm in for that.
It's a tough road though, right? Because it's like you're saying okay, or like I'm saying I don't like straight copies, but I'm also okay with third-party unlicensed figures. Are they the same thing though?
What if they were to remake? What if Sosa was to make Peacemaker seamless?
Then it'd be different, right?
Yeah.
Well, did they steal the sculptor's work though? That's where I'm wondering. Or did
Yeah,
they have
probably
their own
not.
sculptor?
There's no scope, so there's nothing to steal, bro.
Well, whoever
Well, I guess the
whoever
helmeted
did it,
version you could
whoever
steal.
designed it, I guess in that, but they would, right? They would have, let's say they have a John Cena sculpt.
Yeah.
Well, where'd that come from? Well, did they make it?
Yeah.
Then it's not a Hot Toy ripoff. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm kind of. It's a touchy one, right? Because on one hand, it's like, yo, dude, I would love to have figures, regardless of who makes them, but I don't like when people straight rip off other people's work.
Yeah.
Right.
Does that make sense? Because
Yeah.
I mean, I work on stuff, man. What if someone stole some of my work
Yeah.
and been like, yeah, this is mine. I'm gonna sell it to you cheaper. It's dope shit. I didn't create it at all, but you know what I mean? Like, so I can try to sympathize in that respect.
You know
I
what I
guess
look
so.
at though? I look at the simple fact that even licensed companies take ideas. They steal ideas from other companies. Like they do.
Oh, sure.
They just
The whole
brand it
world's a
totally
remix.
different. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like they all do it. You got companies like So who, you know, they're trying to establish themselves a certain way. You know, they're actually trying to establish and I know they're probably fighting for a license. You know what I mean? It's just taking a lot longer than it has for others. You know, companies like Hot Toys was in the same position when they first started. You know, and they were just fortunate enough to keep at it, keep going, and they got what they got. So I think for any company, I mean, you just got to keep pushing, doing what you do, but just recognize though that, like we've been saying, you know, you run the risk of, you know, again, like, you know, a licensed company can release something that you might have been planning on releasing. So it's like, all right, well, back to the drawing board, just take it that way. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess
It's a
I guess
tough
you
one.
can say, right? Because I mean, yeah, I guess you can call it, as Lael said, super stealing. But any figure that they make, right? I mean, at the end of the day, like even someone said, right? You're stealing the license, right? Because I mean, you're technically stealing the right to. I mean, and I don't really care what they do, but technically, it's still stealing, right? You know what I mean? So yeah, it wasn't a straight ripoff, but
Yeah.
they're also a small company, so I get that that's how they have to start. But again,
Yeah.
you know, where do we, start blurring the lines of like, well, what's acceptable or not? Because like, let's say they were to make a K2SO, the same one now, but $100 less. You know, would people jump all over that, or would they still get the Hot Toy one? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
to consider.
I would go with Hot Toys just to be safe. Like I'd pay the
See,
extra. bit.
that's where I feel like that's a blatant ripoff.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where like I wouldn't buy it. For me,
Yeah.
like just my core beliefs, I'd be like, nah, that's trash.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if
I
I really
get
like
it.
a figure and nobody's making it and somebody creates it,
Yeah.
perfect example right here. Nobody's making this. I get it. Maybe they didn't talk to, Todd McFarlane, over at Image. Maybe they didn't get approval to make this.
I mean,
Now
that
they're-
SSR version is decent, but I'm just at the
Yeah.
money. When I look at that money, that bread is, but it's decent. It's a decent piece, man.
It's
but
expensive though.
it's expensive as shit. It
I
is.
guess, Mafia, how would you feel though if Soso was to make a Star Trek figure without contacting?
See, that's what I'm
X06
saying.
first?
I would feel that's where I'm saying like the rip off side is like,
No. A
You know
figure
what I
that
mean?
you guys haven't made.
right.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's tough because I'd feel like, hey, what the hell, right? Like we have the license, so it's tricky. That's what I'm saying. It's like how do you go about that? Like as a collector, especially with sometimes when you have ties and things, because I know how much work and time and talent goes into creating things.
That was kind of funny.
But at the same time, I'm like,
That was kind of funny, Anthony, because you extended that "we" for a while. You're like, "We." I thought you were going to say, "We are the champions, my friend."
We are the Star Trek
I'm
champions.
trying to emphasize the fact that
are the champions.
we
are the
not just a regular, collector being in
Yeah.
a unique position like that. That's, I don't know. I'd have to see. I'd have to see if they put something out and like what the response would be on that. Like, because I don't know. It's kind of like you'd have to do it to me first to see how I feel about it situation,
Yeah.
right? Because I don't know. Now, if they took a figure we already have and just redid it all with minor changes or something, it was clearly a ripoff. I would have a serious problem with that.
Yeah.
Anthony.
We.
Yeah, she said we.
She always shows out for Anthony, bro. She's showing out.
I know.
I
I'm
mean,
just
but
saying.
she's right though. He did extend that we.
Yeah, it's true.
Are the
It's
champions,
true.
my friend.
Well,
we keep on fighting to the end.
we do, man. That's what we do here.
We do. We do.
So, Leo, do you have any final thoughts to add to this one about these third-party
Hello.
figures? I know you said you're still gonna always have a soft spot for third parties. So
Yeah. I mean, I do, bro, because I have a soft spot for underdogs in general.
right.
Like literally, bro. Those who are basically trying to make it. And like I said, I mean, out of third-party figures, So is my go-to because they've given me now. They need to kind of change up those joints though, like that. Those single elbow.
Yeah, right.
They need to change that shit. But I mean, as far as figures that I've wanted, I mean, look, the Dark Spider, that was incredible, bro. Like that Spider-Man Noir is incredible. It's an incredible piece, bro. I mean, I don't think, until somebody comes out and proves me wrong, no one else could have actually done that better except for Hot Toys. You know what I mean? But
Which one?
that the
This
the
one,
Dark
that's the
Spider,
only reason I still
the
keep them
Noir.
on my desk.
Yeah, the Noir,
Leo
bro.
brings them up about as much
Which
as
one,
Will brings
Anthony?
up Pennywise.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That's,
So I keep them handy because he's right. Like this
Yeah.
figure is.
It's
Dude, that is
phenomenal.
Oh,
such a-
Spider-Man Noir. Okay.
that
Yeah,
is
he's
such a
awesome.
horrible figure, bro.
That thing's bad.
Carlos is a troll,
Nah.
bro.
Dude, those
He is.
thighs, bro, they're the thickest thighs I've ever seen.
Man, I love
They
that
are
figure,
pretty
bro.
thick. I'm
I
not gonna
love it.
lie. She's
Those
got
joints
like
are
some
so
Chun-Li
loose.
thighs.
I love it.
Exactly.
The joints
My-
aren't
you know
loose,
what?
though.
Mine's
Like,
not,
What are you
and I
talking
love
about,
it,
bro?
and it fits the scheme.
Ain't nothing
I'm
moving.
good.
Look how tight that is, bro.
Yo, where's the hands though?
I know they fell off. That's the only thing.
I
About
got you
I gotta
guys.
put them back
This
on.
is what we need right here.
It's quality.
Yes.
Are
This is
you
what we
getting
need to see. Carlos, I know you bought this, man. So
I did. I paid it off too.
Yeah.
For
yeah,
me
so-
with the bike,
yeah, with the bike and everything, I got 4.
and you didn't get one?
dude, I've been so broke.
You just paid for the
sold out,
Joker. That's
right?
why.
It sold out, right?
But you guys bring up a really good point too about the Joker. Like it probably is a small percentage, but a lot of people
Yeah.
bought it, but they bought probably the standard like sculpted version, just the one
Yeah.
pack. I think that's probably what
No,
most people bought.
let me just say, Natalie. No, I'm done with MCU. There's a huge difference. I always say this, and people get confused with that. They're like, "Oh, you're done with Marvel." I'm like, "No, I'm just kind of done with MCU. I have like a few MCU figures left, and that's
Yeah.
it."
So
you
you're
know?
done with the MCU Marvel, but not.
Yeah, you know how it goes, bro. Like if I got my zombie Deadpool, of course. I'm getting the Mysterio's Illusion Iron Man because
Yeah.
it's zombie
cool.
style. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna get the
yeah.
I'm gonna get the Iron Man comic concept. The
Okay.
concept version of the Hot Toy. Just MCU. I'm
Hell
kind of
yeah.
burnt.
Yeah. No, I get it though. I'm not doing that shit, but I get it.
Nope.
No,
I understand.
and that's
I
another
invested
reason
way
why-
too much in these some bitches, man. I'm
Well,
not. I
That's why
just can't do it.
I started liquidating them off
Yeah.
because it's just I'm so more into
You know what it
Star
is?
Wars.
Because all around for me, I'm just into the art. So it's not just about the RP. I'm a comic, geek. You already know that every day, all day. But in representation of the things that I never saw and thought I would actually see in live action, I'm just like, yeah,
I love that. Yes, I agree
you
with
know
that.
what I mean? I
Yeah.
love with that aspect of it. So that's what's kind of hard for me, being a fan of Star Wars, being a fan of DC and Marvel. You know what I mean? Not a fan of the simple fact that Carlos likes to fucking flex. I mean, other than that, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm
Yeah.
cool.
Well, look, dude, if I had a big ass house and a lot of money, I'd have everything. So I have to factor that in my head. I'm like, okay, well, I don't have a lot of room and I don't have a lot of money, and I have a ton of Star Wars. So I looked at my ratio and I was like, yeah, I like these MCU figures, but they
You
need
love
to.
Star Wars more.
Yeah, and on top of it, man, X06, I have everything. So where am I gonna start putting all my stuff? Like I just
Yeah,
don't
that is
have.
true.
You know what I mean? So I had to make an executive decision essentially, and like,
Yeah.
I have a question. I have a
Yeah.
question for everybody on the panel. You didn't throw this up here too. You should actually put it up. And I'm actually putting it up one of my shows since you're campaigning. Everybody out in the chat and everybody on the panel. If Queen Studio decided that they wanted to produce a 1/6 scale WillFoxification, would you guys buy it?
Bro,
would y'all
there was
buy
like
it?
30 people who voted for me. So
Well, would you buy it? Everybody, if
Drop it in
they
the
produce
chat.
a WillFoxification, hop in the chat. Would you buy it?
Bro, I had more votes than Lurtz from Lord of the Rings.
He did.
So
Halfway there.
Wait a minute. Well, here's the question: if Queen Studio decided to do it, what accessories do you think it should come with?
someone said a 124th Pennywise, 124th Loki.
Red
So you
six.
could see me playing with them. Yeah. It would work.
I think it should come with
that's
many
pretty funny.
vouchers to Olive Garden. It should have like a little table with breadsticks. And what else should it have?
It would sell, bro. It'd be a grail.
It should have and it should have an angry head sculpt with a DHL truck outside, like where it's
Yeah,
like a little
bro.
small DHL, a 1/6 DHL
Nah, bro.
truck.
That's the deluxe edition.
It would need a custom body, seamless wrist.
Yeah, it'd be seamless arms, all the work. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it'd be cheap though, right?
See, damn, there she is, Anthony. Only a double pack with Will and 6 Mafia. Queen Studios
There
put
you
out a
go.
2-pack. We talked about 2-packs.
We did talk about 2-packs.
Yeah.
We'll
Wow.
Yeah,
do it.
Leal drops a great question though. But Leal,
What
I
up?
got one for you, bro.
What's up?
This is our last question of the early evening here. We talked about FOMO in recent streams before, like talking about like not buying into the hype, with this Joker and other figures, right? How do you combat FOMO? Do you sometimes like sit back and like really think about it for a couple days or more before you pre-order something, or do you how do you combat FOMO? Because I know we don't want to give into it too much.
The thing is, I only give in to the things that I like and that I want. You know what I mean? I'm not going to give in to things that I don't want. And that's why FOMO doesn't bother me, because I don't give into it. Like Joker, I've been talking about this for the longest time, bro. That DX was a figure that I've always wanted and I could not wait to get. So it just made so much more sense to me, to kind of jump on this piece right here. On the top of that, like I said, for me, I look at it as a one-off. Who knows? They'll probably, mass produce, do it again later, whatever. But yeah, it just, for me, it has to be something that I like. You know what I mean? If I like it, if I love it, then yeah, I'm all in. Despite anything that anybody else actually says. You know what I mean? If I like it, that's just the way it is. If I don't, then I don't. And I'm just not going to pick up that piece. You know what I mean? I'm not going to jump to it. So again, it has to be a piece that speaks. If it doesn't, I'm good. You know what I mean? I'll just move on to the next. You know what I mean? To something that I like, but everything has to fit the scheme of what I have already. I'm not just going to collect it just because. And if it's a one-off, it has to be a unique piece that I love the IP, but they just didn't release anything else from it. You know what I mean? But that's just how I look at it.
Okay. So Carlos, how do you view this, man? How do you combat FOMO?
So we're talking about FOMO and like pre-ordering. Is that kind of what?
Yeah, pre-ordering or when it comes in stock for that matter. If people are starting to get it and reviews are coming out and everyone's saying, oh, it's amazing. And, how do you maybe think about and take a step back and say, oh, do I really want this,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of hard for me just because now, obviously,
See, I knew that.
I knew that was coming, bro.
I
He
know.
don't combat
asked
it. He
the
just
wrong
buys it.
person.
and then
He
goes
just buys
sell
it and
and
sells it
regrets
later.
it.
Some
I
bitch.
don't look at prices. I just look at things. You know what I mean? So it's kind of different for me. No. In all seriousness, no. Obviously, I got rid of basically all of my Hot Toys at this point. So, and I don't pre-order anything that I know even I'm gonna want. So it's kind of hard for me to kind of answer that just because at this point, I don't know what I would be missing out on. Maybe maybe the Joker and things, but even like an Ecto 1 or even the DeLorean, they're gonna be in stock when that thing is, when it's released. So I don't know if I can have FOMO over anything that's 1/6 related at this point. Because even this Joker now, you can still get it on spec, and that's who rooted a pack. So you really didn't miss out if you didn't want to order it in those, that 3-day window. Statues, obviously, is different J&D, certain
Yeah.
J&Ds. Certain statues are a bit different, but this $2,000 plus statues, except J&Ds, even those are in stock.
You know
what
what?
I mean?
You just brought up an interesting point, Carlos, and I'm glad you touched on that because them motherfuckers 52 faked out everybody when it came out. Yeah, bro, like because it was like 24 hours. You got to pre-order this in 24-hour window. Them shits is still up on different sites. And even bro, even Queen Studio was like, I mean not Queen's Spec Fiction was like still letting people know that it's still available. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're right, bro. Like they do this. If they pull some bullshit like that again, I'm like, yeah, I'm all right. I'm waiting.
Companies do is the companies will make the allotment and say, hey, listen, here's our window. Right. And if somebody like Spec buys 1,000 of them,
then they can go as long as they want.
And Queen's like, yo, we're selling this for 72 hours, and then we cut off. Well, if Spec picked up 1,000 of them, he can have them for 6 months.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like Queen's done.
Yeah,
but the distributors or whoever made a purchase order, they can have
Mafia. Stop trying to make sense of this shit, man. Let me have my space, bro. Just let me have it, bro. Why you always trying to actually come right after me, bro, and just going to clean shit up?
At you, man.
No, you just come right after me. You come right after me, man, and just clean this shit up, bro.
You know
what? Let me have my moment, man.
All right, I'm going to have my coffee. Continue, please.
Nah. You good. No, but you're right, though. If these companies buy multiple, if they actually buy in bulk, if they buy it out, then it's their choice to do it the way they do. It's just the simple fact of how. Put it this way: it's cool for them to have that, but they do not say shit when these companies are like, yeah, you got a 24-hour window. They're like, you know what? We know how many we have, but we just gonna rock with that shit to see how many people get this shit. Yeah. And then once they sell out, and then we know that nobody else, if it's not moving as quickly as we want. Hey, motherfuckers, we got it still if you want it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that does.
They're like, hey, got that.
And that's
WMD.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with
I mean, look at the J&D Mira, right?
Yeah.
Like, it sold out in 32 minutes. It's available on Spec. The Dark Knight's available everywhere else. So it's like, there really isn't any FOMO, and especially with even expensive pieces. Like, again, going back to the Ecto 1, if people don't want to spend $1,000 on a 2-pack rooted Joker, which is probably the most iconic character for some, right? And even top 5 probably for most, then what makes you think they're going to be willing to spend $1,700 in Ecto 1 day one, not including shipping and tax and all of that? Honestly, there really isn't anything out there, unless, again, maybe some statues, maybe some third-party figures. There really isn't anything you really need to pre-order at this point. You can just kind of wait. You know what I mean? So as long as we know that going into it.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
TC's true.
What about you, Anthony? How do you combat this? But you bought the Joker, though, so I don't know if you did. I don't know if you combated it. So.
I didn't buy it for FOMO.
Okay.
Okay.
Bitch. Well, I know you don't like the Dark Knight, do you? You don't like the Dark Knight.
Look, I like the Joker. But I don't like, and here's the thing, it's totally segue off real quick. I'm going to rewatch these movies to see how I feel about them now. Because I hated them when they came out. Yeah. But I liked him. I liked.
That's right. You didn't like this movie. You didn't like any of it.
Yeah, that's why I was confused when you bought the Joker.
Like, why did you buy it,
bro? He's FOMO.
That's FOMO, bro.
I like.
Get the buzzer, bro.
I like him as Joker, bro. I like him as Joker. Yeah. No, the thing is, I just don't like Christian Bale. I don't like his Batman.
You don't like Christian Bale's Batman.
I just didn't like his Batman. You know.
So basically, when you watch the movie, you frowned on everything else, but when you saw Heath Ledger, you were like, all right, cool. So you basically fast forwarded everything else, and so you got to Heath Ledger. You was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, like you're not, never say never, but you ain't gonna see me with a Christian Bale Batman.
If we
and
do,
I just said it, and we'll come rewind
Clip
this shit in 2 years.
We'll
but
see.
listen,
Yeah, exactly. Right, you said
see.
that now.
Right, but
I mean, look at
that's
those
all I'm
hands,
saying.
bro. Come on.
I know it's sick. No, it's sick, dude. That's what I'm saying. But I don't believe in FOMO. I think that's a myth. It's like, if you speak the word into existence, you're just perpetuating it. Like, realistically.
What are some of the famous, the most popular phrases in 6L collecting right now amongst collectors? We got FOMO.
Grail.
We got Grail. We got the famous phrase day ones. We got
Dopo.
Dopo. What else we got?
That shit's all gotta go. We
What
need
do we
to
have?
some new shit
Nopo
for
also.
2022.
Yeah, bro, we need some new shit, bro. Like some new terms. Carlos, what you got?
Man, I'm not that
Saying
creative.
Grails, man.
You creative?
Saying
Come
Grails.
on, man.
I'll tell you
All
that.
Carlos does is drop money, bro. That's it.
Yeah, dude, that's what it is. I mean, you create a
Look,
figure for
it's
like
just-
Friday, so that's good.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't feel like you're going to miss out on anything. The problem is people look back in time, you know, as coming into the game whenever they do. Some people came in last year. Some people are coming in today. You know what I mean? And then they don't know. And they get excited and be like, oh, this is going to sell out. I have to get it. I have to get it. It's like, no. Honestly, I blame social media for that, you know, because people build the hype around something. And then you get excited and think you need to get it. And realistically, it'll be there. You know what I'm saying? And there's opportunities for you. You don't have to outright buy it. You could even put a payment plan down if that's your choosing. And just, you know, relax, man. It's not like shit comes out and it's like you have a day to buy this. It just doesn't really happen.
Yeah.
You know, even with some of these statues, they'll still have them in stock depending on the vendor. You know, so it's like those are a little bit different because, you know, then you start getting into a limited run. So yours is numbered. So you're like, okay, well, maybe.
Right.
But for 6 scale stuff, man,
Once Queen
just take your
Studios
time.
starts getting their license globally, then we'll start seeing those pre-order windows start dropping for real. Because then they're going to be working with Spec or whoever is going to say, you got to stop letting this one be available at a certain time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah, there
Yeah.
could be actual, you know, cutoffs. I mean, speaking of, what's today's date? The 25th?
Right.
If you guys want that Ecto 1, you better secure it. It's not the difference of FOMO, but just secure it because that there are cutoffs coming for that. And depending on which vendors, you may not be able to in that respect. But it's like maybe you'll find it later too. Other vendors may still have that in stock. You gotta remember, man, a lot of people, even if you look at this Joker, okay, everybody here on the panel, we bought it. So let's not talk about us. Let's talk about everybody else. So like with everybody else who put down a payment plan, maybe they drop them to $96. Well, what happens in a year or something? How many is 100% of everybody who put money down going to commit? I don't think so. A lot of people will pull out. You know what I'm saying? It's just mathematically incompatible.
Right.
People
I mean,
will. Shit happens. Life happens.
right. I mean, first
So
thing
there's
you never-
opportunities for you to get it later. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. I mean, first thing, obviously, you never pull out. Second thing is,
well, I don't know about that, man.
second, I mean, I'm talking about the figures. I'm talking about you never put out your
Oh,
pre-order.
all right,
Yeah, I
because
know
you
what
know
Oh my
I
God,
don't know
bro.
you
what
gotta
talking
protect
about.
your neck.
I don't know what you're talking about. Second thing,
Wow.
thing is, I would say, I mean, yeah, it depends again, though, right? Because, like, again, going back to this one, the J&D Joker, I've seen a few people cancel. It's available in pre-order, and then some retailers have, you know, even though they're still a retailer, they're not selling the pre-order at the retail price. You know, they've increased it $500, $1,000.
That can happen, yeah.
Spec, let's be honest, when it went live, it was $20 less, and eventually ended up being $20 more.
Yeah, it was like $9.89, and then it's to
then-
$10.50.
And now $50 if you do the payment plan. So if this sells out completely, and maybe it does, and if people start canceling and they get a few pre-orders, I wouldn't be surprised if they start raising the prices because they're not, you know, they're not an official retailer. They're a reseller. They can do whatever they want.
Right.
So, you know, it depends. I guess how much
It's a
you
tough
love-
one. It's just the
yeah.
problem is with so many things that come out, I think that's where this whole FOMO shit comes from. Because it's not
Yeah.
like one figure comes out per year. When we
Yeah.
get to a point where a figure gets announced every week, depending on what company it is. And then if you're into it and you're in all these different lanes, then it just becomes messy because you're like, oh shit, I want everything. And then I can see you maybe, you know, fear that you'll miss out on something because you're in too deep.
Yeah, but that's the point, right? If you never pre-order and you only pre-order certain pieces that you feel are limited, like let's say the Joker, and that was the only pre-order you had, you'd be in pretty good shape. Because let's be honest, nothing's selling out. DeLorean isn't selling out. You know, Jazz Inc.'s vehicles aren't selling out. Queen's vehicles aren't selling out. Nothing is selling out. You know, let's just be honest, right? It's going to be in stock when it comes out.
Yeah.
Not even certain J&D pieces will sell out. I mean, there are certain places you can even get a J&D Catwoman right now for retail overseas.
Well,
You
and
know
let's
what I
not
mean?
forget the fact that, like I mentioned earlier, after a week or two of somebody having something, it's back on the market somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, that's
You know,
for 1.6
so-
though. That's for 1.6. I mean, statues.
Sure,
will be a
yeah.
bit
Well, I'm
different.
just speaking in the realm that we're in.
Yeah.
I mean, we can. If we're getting into statues and limited runs, then there's different variables that we have to factor in.
Yeah, like that Boba 2-pack. I guarantee you, a lot of people are probably regretting that they pre-ordered that one because this Joker came out.
I
Especially because the
guarantee you
show's
that
gonna do
Boba 2-pack's going to go down cheaper overseas too,
Yeah, like 350.
because they
Easily
picked up too much
350.
stock.
Yeah.
They're banking on
Easily.
people's hype.
Yeah, that's Superman and Batman. That's DC. And Queen Studios has said they're going to focus heavily on DC and Gal Gadot and all those other ones. Why would you buy those figures knowing that they're going to drop, or you can just wait for Queen Studios? You know what I mean? I mean, obviously depending on what they do, but at this point, bro, if you're a hot toy collector, there's literally no reason why you should be pre-ordering anything.
This is true. This is definitely true, bro. Like I said, because it will actually occupy space in their warehouse for a minute. You know what I mean? So this is very true, bro. Like, and that's what I'm saying. That's why you don't buy into it. You just wait.
Yeah.
Wait as long as you. I mean, there's only been certain ones that have actually had like a limited run, but like, and I think it is like they realized that and they kind of got or jumped ahead of themselves, and now there's just way too many. You know what I mean? And they're still sitting on them. Like I was gonna tell you, bro, that the Mark 85 battle damage is gonna be sitting for a while. I bet you.
100%.
I bet you.
How many people are canceling the clean one for this one? How many? I mean, I have a list of a bunch of things I want that I have it scheduled when they're going to release, but I'm not pre-ordering anything.
Yeah,
you know what
true,
I mean? I have a
true.
list. But yeah, no, there isn't anything at this point. You know what I mean? Again, if maybe someone does like a limited run, like they actually say, hey, we're only making 100, then maybe, right?
Okay,
Or
that's a perfect
200.
example. The Iron Studios Ninja Turtles just came out, and the 1/10 scale statues, and they're doing the regular versions that are on Sideshow and stuff, and then on Iron Studios website directly, they're doing the comic book versions where they all just have the red bandanas and they were just defined by their weapons, like the original comics. They're only making 100 of those, and they're only available through Iron Studios' website. So things like that I can kind of get. You're like, oh damn, that's like super exclusive.
Even then,
Maybe
though,
I need to grab that.
how many of us really give a shit about Turtle Ninjas at that point where it's gonna?
What
sell
if you're a
out
Ninja
that
Turtle
quickly?
fan though? That's my point. Like, okay, what if that was fucking Iron Man,
Yeah.
right? And you got a
Yeah,
hard on
but-
for that, and you're like, oh man, I need to
but
go
how
get this
many-
right now.
But how many of us are there really for that? But I get what you're saying though. But if it was a Star Wars or a Marvel piece, it's like But you know what I mean? Like if there was a
Dude,
market
Turtle
for
Game's
it,
strong, bro.
Yeah, the NECA ones went up pretty
I mean,
high.
I'm just
I think.
saying, like,
you can get NECAs
there's a
for
fandom
$100
for
right now
everything.
per piece. I mean, yeah, I guess so.
That's
It's
where
just-
I'm saying.
yeah.
Like, we may not see it because we're kind of in our own bubble of fandom. But if this was not a 6 scale community and we were all part of a Ninja Turtle community,
Yeah.
right? We'd all be like, damn, dude, that's we got to get that. There's only 100. Like, you see where I'm saying? So it's just,
and
I'm
after
looking
there'll
through.
be like, and after there'll be like 90 because there's only like 10 people in that community. You know what I mean?
Maybe
So-
you don't know, man. It's pretty big, man. So that's where I'm saying,
I'm
like,
just messing with you.
I'm just trying to look with a fresh perspective, you know, from all fandoms. Like when they do those super rare exclusives like that.
Okay, so here's
That's-
a question then. Do you think the Jazz Inc. limited mobile, Batmobile, because it's limited, do you think that would do well then? It's limited. They said it's going to be limited.
No, I don't think so. Personally, because I'm pretty damn sure Hot Toys version's coming out and Queen's version is definitely coming out. So there's an oversaturation of that one particular product. So as consumers, we all have a variety to choose from. Now it's preference. Who would you rather go through at this point? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good thoughts, guys. Good thoughts. We're going to wrap things up because I know Leal's got a live stream coming up, Figure Flex Friday.
Figure
So,
Flex Friday. Right?
Should be fun, man. Leal, what's coming
Yo.
up, man, other than Figure Flex Friday? You got that in about 10 minutes, I think. Do you
Figure
have anything
Flex
else?
Friday. So we got that actually coming up. Sunday, of course, is Collectors Lounge International. And then we have Take Your Position at 4:30 that day that you'll be moderating. So
Hell
thank you for
yeah.
that, Will. WillFoxification is actually going to be in there, so that's going to be incredible. And I know wherever you go, Carlos is going to be fucking with you, so I can expect
Yeah,
that.
bro.
You know what I mean? I can expect to basically see
I can't
that.
get rid of
but,
it, man.
Expect
but,
$200.
yeah. Yeah, so that's basically coming up, man. I mean, it's like the usual, man. Just trying to, bring some wholesome collecting and positive energy back to this community so we can just have some fun, man. I just want to have some fucking fun. Like
Yeah,
last night's stream, bro, was dope as hell. We were talking about just celebration and how we're gonna meet up in LA, me, Mario, you will, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're going, motherfucker.
Carlos got a ticket for me, bro.
Yeah,
so.
straight up. So I mean, Carlos,
sold
you
it,
going, bro?
I am. I'm going.
Word, you gonna be a celebration? Oh, I get
Yeah.
to steal your shit. Yeah, that's I'm following
He'll
you
be there on
home,
Saturday, so yeah.
Yeah, nah, I'll be there. Are you gonna be there on Saturday?
Saturday. I only got
Oh
Saturday.
yeah, definitely, bro. Hit, get at me because we will link
Yeah.
up. So I'll get to
Yeah.
see Carlos. And
Yeah.
if Will doesn't go, bro, we gonna fuck with him the entire
I know,
time,
bro. I'll never get the end
Dude,
of
I
it.
gave him I was gonna tell him he could stay at my place for free, but he still doesn't want to. He's afraid.
No, because you gave up my spot, bro.
Stop lying.
My spot, bro.
Don't lie, bro. You trying to be Riley's daddy, bro.
I know.
No, that's true. That's definitely true.
Right?
Riley, if
yeah.
you're watching, yeah, man.
Yeah, but no, that's it. That's it. That's what's going on, man. Just trying to, we trying to bring breathe some good air and life back into the community, man. So let's go. That's what it's.
Yeah.
That's what time it is. All the bullshit. Let's put that aside. Let's move forward. Let's go.
Absolutely, bro. Anthony, what's coming up for you, man?
I don't know.
I know
man.
what's coming up for you, bro.
Cameron and Pizza Hut.
I know what's
Nookie?
coming up.
Nah, no pizza.
And some
Nah.
nookie, bro.
Listen,
And some nookie. Now, I see that. You've been
All
smiling
right,
like a
well,
motherfucker
forget-
since this chat's been like, yeah.
That's why he shaved his head, bro. He got ready.
First of all, thank you for having me on.
Dude, thanks for all you guys.
We're gonna keep on rolling with this one.
Rolling. It's like
Son of a
you
bitch.
keep on rolling.
Uh,
You just keep putting yourself and digging the
I do. I got issues, man. Look,
Go ahead.
yeah, no, we're doing good, man. I got news, reviews, live streams. Live stream tomorrow. I have no idea what the topic's gonna be yet. I've been busy all week, so that's good. Well, that'll be cool, man. Getting pretty close.
Yeah.
Road to 2K. So hey, man, I'll probably do a giveaway. I don't know what yet, but it's cool, man. We're getting there. It's fun.
Yeah,
Same
hell
thing,
yeah.
man. Positivity,
Hell yeah.
no bullshit, no drama.
Hell yeah, bro. That's what
Let's
it's
collect.
That's what it's about.
And
That's what
yeah,
it's
man.
about. That's
That's all
definitely what
it's
it's about,
about,
bro.
It
All
is,
day,
man.
every day. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
but thanks to both
So
of you guys for
that's
joining.
really it.
Yeah. Carlos.
Dude,
Yeah.
I don't
What's
have
going on with
anything
your
going on.
Carlos,
No.
since you don't have a YouTube channel, bro, I'm just running this banner for you, bro. So I hope this is all right.
Carlos Lex. Oh, okay, man.
That works.
Just wait when you sleep over. See what happens to you.
I know, right? That's why I
You
don't
gonna
trust
fuck
him.
with
Like,
me
I
the
don't
entire
trust
time.
Carlos at all, bro.
I don't know.
I'll
That's
stay with
Carlos'
Riley the
kitchen.
whole
I'm going
time.
over his crib. We're going to eat. Like, we
He's
gonna
got
celebrate and have
die-cast
some fun.
pans, dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
so.
no. We about to eat. We're going to Carlos's crib. We're going to eat.
Car-
That's what.
Yes, I'm with you though, Leo. Carlos, anything you want to plug, man? Anything you want to talk about?
I'm rich. I make a lot of money. Nah, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, so if anyone cares, that's what I'm doing.
Well, you gonna live stream it?
Yeah, dude. And
Yeah.
then that's pretty much it. That's all I got going on.
Hey, you're still rich, bro. That's all that matters. So
That's all
know,
that matters.
I always forget to say this, but also the Six Kill Mafia Facebook group, man.
oh yeah.
Just because it's been cool over there, man. It's been growing and it's dope. Everybody's
No
just
drama?
chilling and chatting. No
Yeah.
drama.
Nah,
Yeah.
It's fun. Well, you're in there. You see it. It's all
I'm in
just
there every
positive.
so often, bro, because I get scared to go in groups now. I literally,
Yeah,
do,
but-
bro. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I just
Here-
gotta stay from groups.
We don't have crazy, moderators that just trigger happy. There's no drama. There's nobody talks shit. Just come
Yeah.
post your pictures, ask questions. Someone today asked me about Qui-Gon, needed some pictures because they were trying to buy it, and we're just helpful.
Yeah,
It's cool, man. So
That's cool.
I'm
Yeah.
glad that that's growing, and again, no drama, no bullshit.
absolutely.
I'm really
Absolutely
popular
cool.
in the chat. I just want to point that out.
What's that?
You are.
You mean unpopular?
Yeah, you are getting popular, bro. People just.
I know. We
got
got to kick him, Leo. We can't get his head too big, man.
People love to
Carlos
hate. That's all I'm
broke.
gonna say.
Who's that? Riley said Carlos was broke. It sucks. Case
Yeah.
Carlos.
I'm gonna trust Riley on this one over Carlos.
Yeah, straight
But
up.
guys, thanks so much for watching.
Yup.
And like I said, there's always Apple Podcast and Spotify if you want to listen to this. It's up. It'll be up probably tomorrow sometime. But like I said, be on the lookout. There's Collectors Mingle 8 p.m. Eastern. Leao will be there. I'm not sure who else will be there. I don't know if I can bring Carlos on. I don't trust him.
I don't want to
So-
be there either way.
Yeah, you do, bro. Don't lie to the people. But guys, thanks so much for joining. Like another episode in the books. Lights, Camera, Collect will be back. I think honestly, I'm gonna make an executive decision. I might do this time from now on. It seems like people have responded a little bit better, and I don't want to.
It's good.
I don't want to interject with Dante's time too much and some others. So
what you about to do now, Will? What you doing for the rest of the evening?
It's going on a date.
Nah, bro. No, the date is tomorrow. Date is
Oh, the date's
tomorrow. Yeah, date is tomorrow. So tonight I'm supposed to go out with some coworkers actually. So I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay, go have some fun, Will.
Yeah, man. So anyway, probably hitting Olive Garden. Peace.